For today's layout, I'm going to be using this sketch from Stuck Sketches. I loved it. I thought it was really cool. And before I shot my video for today, I had been working with my Wild Whisper products for an upcoming design team layout, and I decided I was going to leave it out and use my Wild Whisper products to create the layout with this sketch. So this paper here that I'm using, this Galaxy paper, is from the Focus on You collection, and it says gorgeous shade of purple. And then I have some flares from Accent Scrapbooking, and I am going to do a layout that is purple and teal because I have a picture of my son, and he is wearing an aqua teal color suit, and then behind him is our dining room wall, which is purple. My dining room in my house is purple. So I started by going ahead and using the Soda Fizz stencil, which is you can find in the Wild Whisper shop, and I created a little bit of a messy background. And then I also decided to splatter some Moody Mauve Mist, which is from Shimmers. So that darker purple strip that I just put down, that is a branding strip. I believe that is from the Focus on You collection as well. I used such a variety of collections on this layout. So this aqua colored paper is a paper from the No Place Like Home kit. I think that's what it's called, No Place Like Home collection. It's the home collection. And I used for this layout, I used Ali Edwards Columbia ink, which I think is like this amazing, perfect aqua-y color. It's gorgeous. I wanted to go ahead and include the banner strip that's on the sketch, and so what I did was I used a 3x4 card that's from the World's Best collection, and I'm going to go ahead and slip it right underneath and then use some Pop Dots to lift up my bottom banner pieces, which I really like to do when I have a nice fishtail. So I'm just going to continue kind of keeping an eye on the sketch and layering up, deciding what colors I want to add and use. And I love that Galaxy paper. Oh, I've been hoarding that Galaxy paper since January when I got my first design team package from Wild Whisper. And Focus on You was the first collection that they came out with at the beginning of the new year. So yeah, and you'll notice I didn't use the whole piece because I have every intention of making another layout. But this photo was just too perfect. And one of those lovely flares says, "You are my universe," which I thought was wonderful. Of course, I have two sons. They're both my universe, but I've done layouts with just my older one, you know, with those kinds of sentiments too, so I didn't feel bad about that. So I wanted to add a tag, but I only had these manila colored ones. So what I decided to do was I was like, you know what, I'm just going to color it up. I'm going to add some of this Columbia ink, and I'm going to give it a distressed aqua-y look so that it doesn't scream I'm cream and everything else is white on the layout. But it was the biggest tag I had, and it was the right size. And so I decided, you know what, I'm going to go with it. Make it work, get it out of my stash, use it up. Now I'm going to take this purple embroidery thread and I'm going to add a little tail onto my tag because we cannot have naked tags. And I think I have all of the layers, and I think those are all the layers I'm going to use around my photograph. And you see this photograph and how perfect it is to go with these products. So perfect. And yeah, I was so excited because I could do another purple layout, and I can do purple and teal with a picture of my son. How often does that happen? Like, never. So I punched out a cool little label punch, and now I decided that I'm going to go ahead and punch my date, and I kind of flub it up, and I ended up being black ink on my Columbia ink pad. So I just took baby white, whipped it off, and it worked, yay. So now I want to use this stamp, which is from the Rooted Love collection, and it's called Marvelous. It's marvelous. And then I flub it up again, and I'm like, this was just not the day for me to be stamping. Just so we're clear, not a good stamping day for me. So what I did was I grabbed some chipped Sapphire Distress ink, and I stamped over all the messed up stuff. So now, sorry about that, my tongue all twisted up. So now it just kind of looks like, you know, Oh no, nothing. So, or it looks like maybe I smudged or splattered behind the stamping. So now I'm going to go ahead. In the sketch, there are some beginners that are kind of behind. So I'm taking a look at the layout at my sketch. I'm trying to figure out how I want to kind of finish this off and finish it up. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and cut this kind of shorter, and yeah, that'll be it. I'm going to pop up this strip, kind of decide how I want to do these strips on the side, and then I'm going to go ahead and get to work on my embellishment clusters. So here I am adding that tag, and I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut some of these super cute cameras. This is also from the Focus on You collection, and then I have two sets of sequins from Wild Whisper. One is the sequins that go with the Wild Whisper collection. The other one is the set of sequins from Rooted in Love. I'm sorry, it's not Rooted Love. It's the new one, the Strong and Free. So it's the Focus on You sequins and the Strong and Free sequins. And then now I'm going to punch some circles because I want like a little home for my flares to sit and place. So I'm just going to punch a couple circles with my older die cut, with my older circle punch, and I'm going to go ahead and add to each of these clusters some circles, the flare. I'm going to fussy cut the camera, 2 more cameras, and then I'm also going to go ahead and put down some more sequins, which will finish this off just lovely. So I left this part in, just fussy cutting this camera. I don't know why, a little boring, but you know, I feel like this video needed to be just slightly longer because this layout went together so fast. I think I had it done in like half an hour. So that will complete this layout. Thank you so much for joining me today for my video. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!